Have you ever been in a situation when you talk to someone in English but they keep asking you to repeat yourself again and again? Chances are that that person has hearing problems. But usually, if a lot of people tell you to repeat yourself, then it's definitely because you don't sound very clear and articulate when you speak English. It's a big problem, but don't worry because today we're going to fix it forever. Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Asim. I'm a polyglot. On this channel, we help young people like you speak English fluently and confidently while enjoying the process. So let's dive in. First, I'll share with you two exercises that you can do daily to sound more clear when you speak. Then I'll give you some tips on what to do during a conversation to sound clear and articulate. Let's start with the first exercise that you can do daily to improve your speech clarity. Read out loud. Do this exercise every single day. Pick up a book and read a paragraph from it out loud. But remember, you cannot just read normally like this. There are few financial variables more correlate to performance than commitment to a strategy during its linears, both the amount of performance and the odds of capturing it over a given period of time. That's not how you do it. You have to emphasize certain words properly, as if like you're giving a presentation. When you're reading out loud, treat it as if you're giving a presentation. Treat it as if you're talking to an audience. When you're saying something unimportant, then speed up. But when you're saying something super important, take pauses and slow down. This will force you to use every single muscle in your mouth, which helps you pronounce words more clearly. If you do this every single day for a month, just one paragraph, which takes less than 5 minutes, I guarantee you will sound more clear when you speak. Let's talk about the second exercise. A lot of people recommend this exercise for speech clarity. The reason why professional fighters train so hard in practice is so that the actual fight becomes easy for them. It's the same idea here. When we are practicing our speaking, we have to make it more difficult than the actual speaking. And we do this by putting a pen between our teeth. So, if you want to do this exercise, just pick up a pen and put it between your teeth. And try to pronounce words as clearly as possible. It's very difficult to pronounce words when you have a pen in your mouth. But if you learn to speak clearly with a pen in your mouth, then when you're actually speaking, when you're actually having a conversation with someone, you will sound much more clear. The actual conversation will be much easier for you if you do this practice. Let's try this one more time for fun. Put a pin between your teeth. Try to say something. Focus on pronouncing every single word as clear as possible. Do this for 3 minutes every single day. You will see instant results. Like just by doing this, I sound more clear. I don't know if you can notice, but I can feel it. I feel that I sound much more clear just by doing this for a few seconds. So imagine how much it can improve your speech clarity if you do it for a week. 5 minutes every single day. Those were some exercises you could do every single day to sound more clear before a conversation. Now, I'm going to give you some tips on what to do during a conversation to sound more clear and articulate when you speak. The first one is say the words completely. Don't skip any letters or alphabets when you speak. Focus on pronouncing every single letter and sound clearly. Some people have this idea that fluency means speaking really fast, even if it means skipping some words and letters and sounds. That's not true at all. Get this out of your head. Focus on pronouncing every single sound and every single letter completely, and I promise you, you will sound clear. The next step is to take pauses. When you speak, take a pause after you finish a sentence. It has two big benefits. First, it helps your listeners digest what you just said, which makes you sound more clear. Second, pauses gives you time to think about the next sentence, to think about what you have to say next. Taking pauses in your conversations doesn't make you sound like a beginner. In fact, it does the opposite. It makes you sound like a pro. Pauses make you sound very confident. Because nervous people speak really fast. They rush the conversation so that it's over soon. But confident people take pauses. They focus on pronouncing every single word as clearly as possible. My suggestion is replace the ums and ahs and all the filler words with pauses. It's okay if you are silent for 2 or 3 seconds. It's not the end of the world. The other person can wait. The next step is to overemphasize the words you say in a conversation. You might have noticed news reporters doing this. They overemphasize and overstress the words they say. There's a reason why they do this. Their job is to speak as clearly as possible. So if you want to sound clear as well, then overemphasize the words you say. It might sound weird at first because it feels like you're slowing down and you're focusing on every single word, but over time you will get used to it. And also, you don't have to do this in every single situation. There's a time and place for doing this. But in everyday conversations, people don't mind if you overstress or overemphasize words when you speak. But please don't overdo it. If you overemphasize, overstress every single word, then you might sound boring. So please don't do it with every word. Instead, stress the words that you think are important or you think other people should focus on. This will make you sound crystal clear. You know what I did there? I put stress and overemphasized the word crystal because I thought it was the most important word of the sentence. And you can try the same. It will make you sound crystal clear. But as I said, you have to be careful with it. Don't overemphasize every single word in a sentence because it's gonna sound boring and annoying, basically. Hopefully, you've learned something new today. If you like this video, then you might be interested in that video as well, in which I shared with you a system that will take you from being nervous to being confident when speaking English. Okay, I hope this lesson was helpful. See you in the next one. Bye bye.